If you're regretting all your tattoos, it's because that's never who you were. That's not who you are. And that's okay. But just know that you are susceptible to trends that you will regret later. And maybe you should do some inner work on that.
And a woman doing some inner work on that? Yeah, right. All right, y'all, we're going to watch some women that really regret their tattoos, and, well, they blame it on just about anyone but themselves. Let's see how it goes.
A couple more outfits that I was going to wear this fall, but then I got a bunch of tattoos and they no longer fit my aesthetic. Starting with this red dress, I was really excited to wear this one, but I didn't really think it through. I bought this adorable pink top last year before I had my chest and my back done, and it's just like, how am I supposed to wear it now? I was so excited to break this one out again for the fall, but I just think that like maybe the top would still fit, but I don't know about the cute little mushrooms. I think that they kind of maybe clash with the aesthetic of my body art. I can't even begin to tell you how excited I was about this sweater when I got it. Like, look how cute the strawberries are, and I love like an oversized sweater, but it's just like too cute, you know what I mean?
Man, I don't know if you guys caught on to that in the beginning, but she said it'd only been a year since she got them. Man, that's some seriously poor planning. I mean, what the fuck? She should have just drawn them on herself and see how it worked. But the next problem is she cares about what other people think so much, as if people are going to sit down and look at her clothes and say, this doesn't match your tattoo. No one gives a fuck about a chick, especially one this ugly.
Today I'm going to give you a tour of all the tattoos that I hate and that I regret getting. So, here we go. So I hate all of them. Got this done when I was 18, 19. This one I got off Google Images. It had mom on the inside when I showed it to the fella, and I just said leave that out. But everybody always asks me if I had a name in there and if I got it lasered off, and I didn't. I didn't. Butterfly, self-explanatory. Everybody has it. Very basic. This then, what the fuck? I don't know. I can remember going in and being like, I just want flowers on this side of my arm, like this, just this side. I don't know. I regret them all. I hate them all. I should have listened to my mother, and I want to get them lasered off. And it's going to be sore and it's going to be expensive.
I hate my tattoos, and let me tell you why. So I've never, ever seen anyone talk about this openly on the internet. I personally regret every single tattoo I've ever gotten. I started getting them at 18, and since I was maybe 10 years old, I was going through some identity crisis, wanting to be loved, wanting to be accepted, and for me, that was my way to do that. And I'm not the same person I was 20 years ago. You're not gonna find many heavily tattooed people admit that. Whenever somebody asks me about a tattoo, should I get a hand tattoo? No, please don't get it. Or at least wait a long time until you're 100% certain that you want it. And everyone is always shocked that I say that. And I wish I had somebody when I was younger to tell me that.
Damn, the identity crisis tattoo chick, man. I knew this one chick over here at the beach. She had like a whole sleeve. And then one time she tried to explain to me like, oh, this is every time my boyfriend did something to me. And I was like, well, how am I supposed to fuck you? And I'm looking at this sleeve and it's all about some fucking dude. These bitches are crazy. How much you want to bet she got the hoe phase tattoo?
If I had the opportunity and the money, I would completely remove every single tattoo on my body.
I have tattoo regret for ones that have meaning or a deep connection that symbolize something, which is contrary to the common suggestion of getting tattoos with meaning so that you don't regret them in the long term. And I know that people have moved beyond that, and many more people are saying just get tattoos for fun, just for the art, because you like the design, and that is along the lines of what I do. But a lot of the first tattoos that I got 11 years ago when I started getting tattooed had more deep personal meaning. Even though the meaning is still there, the long-term interest in those pieces is less for me. The ones that I just got because of the aesthetic appeal of them are my favorite ones. I don't know if this is necessarily a hot take, because a lot of people are more along the lines of getting tattoos for the art purposes. The hot take here is that tattoos with meaning, more regret than tattoos without meaning.
All right, guys, here's the problem with women like these. You know, the thing is, she's always searching for a problem. She just can't let it be, right? She got to find out, why don't I like these anymore? Why do I feel... She just needs to leave it the fuck alone. But these girls, man, they want to control everything and they can't control nothing.
I am a heavily tattoo baddie. okay? And let me tell you something. This is all cover up from stupid mistakes I made when I was 18 and mentally ill, okay? Now my whole arm's blacked out. I did so many consults for tattoo removal, and it wasn't even guaranteed that all my tattoos that I had were gonna be able to be removed, and it would also be me spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Okay, and not only these tattoos would I have to get removed, I wanted to get this removed, some on my legs. This will be lasered off eventually, okay? But this had to all be covered. It was the only choice. And you're thinking, why is your arm blacked out? It was my only choice.
Which tattoo have you fallen out of love with? I'll show you mine. For me, it's this guy on the back of my legs. I got the tattoo when I was 18 or 19 for reasons I don't want to get too into. But I'm over it, I'm past it, I'm grown, and I can't wait to cover it up with what I am not sure yet.
Imagine, if you will, that you put a shirt on once when you were in your 20s, and now you have to wear that for the rest of your life. And that is what it feels like to get heavily tattooed before you turn into a fully developed adult human. I wanted to talk about, there's like a lot of reasons to regret my tattoos, but today specifically I wanted to talk about not matching my aesthetic, right? So I think if you asked almost anybody that's over 30, if they have a better idea of who they are in their 30s than they did in their 20s, they're gonna be like, oh my God, yes. I have all of these tattoos that don't necessarily reflect who I am at 36. They might have reflected a moment in time in my 20s, maybe a moment in time that I was like not doing so well mentally, and they are here forever. Before anybody says anything, no, I'm not getting all of my tattoos removed. Like, that's not even feasible. Don't even suggest it. Generally, I have like a lot more femme, girly aesthetic than I did when I was younger. I was a lot more dark and spooky and moody, and now like I have adult problems. I'm back to doing a bunch of stuff I liked to do when I was a kid, like collecting antiques and spending time outside, and I wear a lot of white and ruffles. My aesthetic just does not match. No shade to the artists, still get a ton of compliments on them, just wish that they weren't on my body. But I wanted to come on here and put myself out there and say I was told that I would regret my tattoos when I got older. I am older and I do regret my tattoos, and you might too.
Damn, these chicks, man. She still gets compliments on them. They look really good, but it doesn't match the aesthetic. And I'll tell you, I had a chick that used to decorate the fucking house and always use this damn word all the time, man. I can't stand that shit.
This shit is so ugly. Like, oh my gosh. Right? That's just one. That's not the first one, though, that was ugly. This right here? Wow. Wow. Oh, and let's not forget this right here. Let me show y'all something. Why do I have a lady with a gun on my arm? Who am I shooting? Nobody. Nobody at all.
This might be controversial, but I fully plan on encouraging my children to not get tattoos even when they turn 18. And I know that sounds crazy coming from me, but let me explain. My tattoos are probably one of my biggest regrets in my life. No, it's not like I wake up every day staring in the mirror just full of shame and regret. But if I could go back in time, I literally wouldn't get any of these. When I was a teenager, tattoos were everything. They were cool, everyone had them, that was the trend at that time. And my dad told me over and over again that I was gonna regret my tattoos one day. But when you're a teenager, you think that you're invincible, you already think that you're grown, obviously you don't listen. Now I'm almost 25 and I am literally a completely different person than I was at 18. I feel like every single year I become somebody new, and if you want the truth, most of my tattoos represent like a really sad version of myself. I lived in this constant like poor me mentality back then, but like now I'm genuinely happy. I love my life. I'm so blessed to be able to be alive, and these tattoos just aren't who I am anymore. I don't want them on my body. I'm also now with a man that brings out like my true femininity. So like, I want to be girly. I feel like my tattoos dull down any elegant outfit that I wear. Anytime I want to feel soft or classy or put together, it changes the way that I'm perceived. That's just not the image that your girl's trying to portray. Yeah, when my 16, 17-year-old daughter comes to me asking for a tattoo like I did, hard no. And of course, once they turn 18, I can't stop them. I promise I will be discouraging them and sharing my experience with them. It's not as simple as removing your tattoos. To remove all of these would definitely cost more than $50,000.
You're probably gonna hate your tattoos, especially if you got them really young. There, I said it. And this is coming from a heavily tatted girly. I wanted tattoos since I was a kid. I was always like, as soon as I turn 18, I'm getting a tattoo. Which, as you can imagine, made my typical Balkan parents absolutely jump for joy. For example, my dad, who said, I am going to disown you if you get it. Disownment or not, I decided to stand on business and I got my first tattoo when I was 18. Was that a smart idea? No. Honestly, I don't love that one, but it's on my back, so sometimes I just forget it exists. Some would say, thank God. The one I regret the most is this one, because girl, what was I thinking? No meaning, just vibes. With that being said, I still do love my sleeve and also my thigh tattoo. It's eating. But do you know why I love them? I got them after 25 when my frontal lobe finished cooking. So what I'm really trying to say is get that tattoo if you want, but please don't forget that you're gonna have to rock this shit in the retirement home.
All right, well, this is supposed to be girls regretting their tattoos. I'm hoping that was a woman.
If there was one thing I could say to my younger self, it would be don't get tattoos until you are at least 22. I got most of my tattoos between the ages of 18 and 21, I would say, and I've now had 6 removed. Yesterday I went in for my 3rd session on this one, and as you can see, it's bubbling, it's red, it is not only so painful to remove, but the aftercare is just a headache. Like, when I'm at the gym, I've got this odd looking thing on my arm. I'm always covering it with my hair like this, or you'll catch me in and off the shoulder top most days of the week, to be honest. So yeah, it's not the first one I've had removed. Like I said, I've had one on my leg, my ankle, my hip, my forearm, and my wrist. And not only is it expensive as well, I think it's $120 per session. It just takes forever. Like, you have to wait 3 months between each session. So I'm on my 3rd one on this one. It's scarring really badly as well. So it's just another thing I'm going to have to pay for. Once the ink is removed, I'm going to have to go and get scar treatment. So
Guys, I mean, the women are so vain. They only care what people think. They're like saying, I got to cover this up because it looks bad. Why? Because other people will see it. And I think the reason why they don't like the tattoos anymore is because they're not getting any attention. And it used to be a thing where it made them look hot. It really worked for them. Now there's no result. So they want that attention, and they want to get it back.
I have 21 tattoos, and I hate almost every single one of them, so let's do a tattoo tour. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking when I got these tattoos, but now they're on me, and I hate them. Starting with the ones I hate the most. Oh my gosh, I look at my hand and I'm like, why the fuck did I get hand tattoos? Why did I? Especially these. Also, very crooked. I do want to say I got almost all of these tattoos when I turned 18, and oh, I was a different person back then. I'm only 22 now, but I was a different person back then.
I will be the first one to say, actually, I'm not the first. I don't know if anybody's ever said this, but they probably have. I'm jealous of the girls with no tattoos. I'm jealous of you. I want to know who spoke to you before you turned 18. I want to know where your head was at when you turned 18. Like, were you not like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go get tattoos and piercings now? Like, what was the thought process? Because I obviously did not have that one. And I literally, y'all, looking at my tattoos sometimes, specifically my left arm that has the dragon and this tattoo, makes my skin crawl.
That's hella funny. They act like it's a mystery. We already know what it is. When they turned 18, they weren't listening to nobody. They were going to do the opposite of whatever good decision was presented to them because fuck everybody. That's what these chicks do.
I got 4 tattoos when I was 18 years old, and I hate all of them. It is by far one of my biggest regrets getting these tattoos. I hate looking at them every morning. I wish they were gone. I have scheduled so many tattoo removal appointments, but I cancel them because I'm scared of the price and I'm scared of the pain. None of them fit my aesthetic anymore. I just don't know why 18-year-old Brooke felt so pressured to get so many tattoos. So here's a really quick tour to sum it up. Sagittarius. This one's a cover-up. You can see the original one. It was a cat, straight from Pinterest. I should have just left the cat because it was smaller, and I don't like this huge blotchy flower. I am strong because I've been weak. I am fearless because I've been afraid, and my mom's handwriting. This one's by far my least favorite one. It is so ugly. It says, we're holding on to a fairy tale, we're moving forward, but we're not there yet. It makes total sense to me now why I don't like these anymore, because my brain literally was not fully developed when I got them. Maybe someday I'll get them removed. I really, really want to. But once again, I'm just so terrified of the price and the pain. So for however long it takes me to get over those fears, I will just be hiding those parts of my body from social media, from everyone, because I hate when people see them, and I hate when people ask me about them because they are so ugly.
Yeah, that's crazy. Every single woman trying to say that the reason why they made this decision is because their brain wasn't fully developed. But at that time, I guarantee you that they were fucking chanting, I'm an adult, I can do whatever I want, I know everything. So, a little bit crazy, I'll tell you, the reason why she don't like that last tattoo is because the canvas has gotten quite distorted. When you add stretch marks to the mix, it looks terrible.
I personally regret getting tattoos on my arm or whatever, because I am gonna get old one day. And that shit does not look cute forever. So, you know, when I talk about people having tattoos on their face, I'm not taking away from you. I'm not taking away from your beauty. It's just my opinion. And I personally never thought tattooing your face was cool. I don't give a fuck how pretty you are, how ugly you are. You literally taking away from your beauty on your face. And it's bad enough we took away our beauty from our skin by putting these ugly ass ink on our body. I'm really against tattoos at this point. I hope my kids never grow up to get tattoos. I honestly wish it was really easy to remove tattoos. I don't even believe that removing it really removes it. It really doesn't. You still see it. So yeah, if I could go back in time, I would have never got no tattoos. For those of you who don't have any tattoos, stay pure. You're as pure can get.
2 years ago today, I got the dumbest tattoo ever because I was told and advertised that the ink would fade within 9 to 12 months. Real needle, real ink, all of that stuff, but the ink was supposed to fade. So, I decided to get a chicken on a skateboard. It has now been 24 months.
Well, unfortunately, that's how most of them think their body count works too. All right, y'all, if you enjoyed that video, please watch another one right here. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe. I want to see you on the next one.